My name is Bronson Pate. I am a professional photographer here in San Diego. I do a lot of corporate and commercial work and headshots and weddings on the weekends. The reason I even considered any sort of art degree was because my parents, I think, were pretty good at bringing things out of us kids. Hey, you seem pretty creative, you're good at drawing, maybe that would be something fun for you to check out. And when I initially went into college, I was thinking, I want to work at a car magazine, and so that's kind of my dream job, and how should I do that? Maybe journalism, okay, maybe not, maybe photography. And then once I got started and realized that I was enjoying my life a lot and that I would have to probably move to Long Beach or something to be in the industry, that unless I wanted to, go crazy and start my own thing, I found a pretty good groove to be in. And I've been fortunate because I've been lucky to find people who are already growing businesses and have been able to incorporate me into that plan. And so I've had to do a lot less of the stressful time of the painful growing things myself. I've been a large part of helping to grow those things, but it's been pretty smooth for me, which has been really nice. So we're pretty lucky because Megan's schedule is very predictable. It's the same every week. My schedule, even though it changes every week, she is really good at planning and looking ahead. So we have a Google Calendar that has all my jobs in it, and she can kind of look ahead and plan for the week that way. Oftentimes when we do have last minute stuff, that's the tricky part, when I get a job booked for the next day and she says, oh shoot, well, I'm already working, and how are we going to get the girls to the school before you go to your job? Or that's where it gets a little tough. And honestly, we've had a lot of help from family. Megan's family is local, so they can always help with that. That is a lifesaver often. But I think for us, it's been good for us to have every day where we do have a tricky situation to chat about it, figure out what our plan is for the next day, and make a game plan. The main area where we've noticed creativity in our girls has been lately in like clothing design or fashion design, that kind of stuff. They're making little books with drawings and designs and things like that. That's kind of the only outlet right now that I'm seeing a lot of that. I think what's really fun for me is when they have come along to a couple of jobs. They've been, staying at the hotel where I'm shooting a wedding, and so they can watch from the balcony, and an Indian wedding where there's an elephant walking by, and they can see me, taking photos of that kind of stuff. That's been pretty cool. They get really excited about that. So what I've realized is that no job is perfect. Like, I think that every job has its upsides, its downsides, and what I've really done is just embraced the positives of being a freelance photographer, which includes a lot of flexibility during the week, especially during the day. So having my girls in school and being involved in their lives, teaching art at their school during the week sometimes. Things like that most dads can't do. I really embrace that, because the downside is being on a lot of weekends, being on a lot of evening events, being out of the house, for dinner 4 or 5 nights a week sometimes is not the easiest thing. But if I can make up for it a little bit by being available during the day, that's pretty nice. So I've had lots of opportunities to go to field trips and, like I said, teach art in their class and things like that. So that's a pretty big perk. I don't think many people get to do that kind of stuff.